So I guess I'm not going back there again.
Yeah. Oh, man. I can't believe you were gone a whole month.
Seriously, we are so glad that you're back and you're safe. I mean, tell us all about everything, the trip, the project.
Oh, yeah. So I went over there to film this documentary in Kashmir, right? Covering the Indian Army's occupation of the southern region. It was intense. I mean, we're talking barracks and soldiers on the streets with guns. We had to shoot the whole thing guerrilla style, pretend we were tourists, because if the authorities knew what we were doing, it could have been an international incident.
That's unbelievable.
Oh, my God. It's crazy.
So scary.
It was like we were under surveillance the whole time. Our contact over there on the ground, he told us that our phones were probably tapped. So we were on edge the whole time.
Wow.
It's wild.
I couldn't handle it.
Totally. And speaking of phones, my iPhone recently lost some, but not all of my contacts, which is really strange because, like, I still have some of my contacts, but not all of them. So, like, I don't know which contacts I lost. It's really frustrating.
So, Terry, if the Indian government found out about what you guys were doing, would they have seen you as like a threat? Like, were you in real danger here?
It was scary. I mean, like, not nearly as scary as for the brave people we were interviewing.
I'm sorry. I just want to say I didn't realize you weren't done with your story.
That's okay. Yeah, so these people were risking their lives. The Kashmiri people we were talking to, they were risking their lives by just telling us their story.
It's just that you mentioned phones. I thought you were done. And I had a phone story. So, you know.
Colin, why don't you just let Terry continue?
Oh, continue. Yeah. No. I want Terry to continue. It's just that I didn't want everyone to think I was trying to steal focus. You know, it's just that Terry left kind of a long pause. You know, felt like a little bit of a lull. And maybe like someone should break the silence. So.
Okay. Sure. Lost the train of thought right there. So the stories were heartbreaking, of course, and there was this one devastating term that just kept coming up: half-widow.
I'm sorry, actually. So what? No one else gets to talk for the rest of the night? Only Terry gets to talk?
Colin.
Somebody else has to say something at some point. This can't go on indefinitely. Terry has one harrowing experience trying to make a documentary that sheds some light on an important issue, and now all of a sudden the rest of our life experiences are invalid, null and void. We never get to talk ever again.
Colin, the whole point of the dinner was to celebrate Terry being back. So stop trying to force the phone story into the conversation.
I'm not. I'm trying to participate. Terry mentioned phones. I had a phone story. That's how conversations work. There's give and there's take. Unless, wait a second, is it everyone here's first conversation ever?
Okay.
Because if it is, let me catch you up to speed on how they usually go. Usually, when people get together, one person doesn't do all of the talking. Usually, everyone gets to take a turn at talking.
Colin, stop. Terry, why don't you just continue?
Okay. So the people over there, they're just afraid to rebel or do anything because they know the Western countries are going to present that as Muslim extremism.
Is the phone story not good?
What is wrong with you?
Or was it just the fact that I was interrupting?
Let it go.
Because I feel like both our stories have merit. I mean, has the phone thing happened to anyone else?
Colin, drop it.
Seriously, just stop, okay?
Okay.
Jesus.
Fine. I'm gonna take a walk. Terry, welcome home. I'm genuinely glad you're back safe. But let me just say this. Schindler's List and Bridesmaids are both Academy Award winning films. Okay? There's audiences for both. So I know in my heart that our stories are equally captivating. Different types of stories, sure, but both good. Both good.
You know, that phone thing did happen to me.
Really?
Oh
God.
my god.
Really?
The phone got rid of like some of the contacts, but not all of them. So I'd like to like scramble to figure out like who am I missing?
That's so scary.
That's
so
insane.
interesting.
God.
You know what? I did look it up on my phone. Bridesmaids was nominated, but it didn't actually win.
That sounds right.
Mid-budget
yeah,
comedies
yeah,
don't
yeah.
win Academy
No,
Awards.
it was
like-
the artist that year.